You know Bobby Mayer? So Bobby, he won't mind me saying this, and I'll text him if and double check, but he told me. So he got a bit of telly a few years ago. I love Bobby, right?
Yeah.
He's a fucking
proper
comic.
You know I did Antique Roadshow with Bobby Mayer. Did you not know about that?
Did
you not know about that?
If I'd have been asked to guess what was coming out of Jamali's face.
You know about that shit? Bro, that was so fucking funny,
Was
man.
it like celebrity or was this
Yeah,
just...
no. They were just me and Bobby
You
Mayer.
were just a client.
No. I got booked for it. They asked me, do I want to do it? And my agent was like, you know, this came up, but, you know. And he was telling me more. It's like, isn't this funny? And I was like, okay. And they said, I can pick who I want to be with. And I said, well, I have to do it with Bobby Mayer, innit?
Oh, yeah, because watch the world burn.
Yeah. I thought I have to, but and they were
Jamali,
like,
do you think your future audience buying, like, ticket buying audience are from Antiques Roadshow? I love agents like, Jamali, this is perfect for you. What is it? Songs of praise.
Yeah. No, he wasn't even like, he was like, look, I know you don't want to do this, but it's just, he was telling me more like, isn't this funny that they asked you to do it?
Yeah.
Type thing. Because he goes, I know you won't do it. And I was like, I'll only do it if I can do it with Bobby Mayer.
Oh, amazing.
And they said, yeah. And Bobby Mayer nearly made my expert cry.
So hang on.
But not like...
Antiques Roadshow or Bargain Hunt? Because Antiques Roadshow is stuff you've found in your house.
No. It's not Antiques... Is it it's not Bargain Hunt.
Is Bargain Hunt the one where did you have to go around and find stuff and then
but
sell
not
it
from
on?
a car boot sale. We had to do it from antique shops.
Oh.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Under the Hammer. No, what's it called? Oh, there's going to be people going...
Something Roadshow, isn't it?
It was Celebrity Antiques Road Antiques Road Trip.
Celebrity Antiques Road Trip.
Oh, there we go.
And I did it. And so it's basically like the same. They're all the same premise, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Antiques Roadshow is the most stuffy.
Yeah.
I honestly, when you said Antiques Roadshow, I was like, what? It's like, do. I've got a vase. I think it might be worth £150. Like, I just, in my head, I was like, how are you turning up? Right, bruv.
Yeah. I came with a knife and a bong.
Yeah. I've got this North Face jacket. I can't be asked putting it on eBay.
I got these Supreme crepes. What are you saying? I got these Supreme crepes. No, but yeah, so we did it and Bobby was so funny. And Bobby kept on calling my expert Radio 4. I kept on taking a piss out of Radio 4. And it was, and what can she say to him? He's just mad, isn't it? And my expert kept getting mad at me because she would say, for the TV show, don't you want to buy this lovely Rhodesian vase? And I was like, yeah, I just want to buy this knife. And I was like, I want to buy this. And I bought a RoboCop toy that actually made money, surprisingly. And everyone was like, this is not going to make money. And I was like, yeah, I will spend £50 and it made like 100. And then the other thing I bought, she had this lovely chair and she was like, oh, don't you want this lovely chair? And I was like, nah, I want that. And it was a coat hanger that was made from rowing oars. And it was fucking horrific. And she was like, you want to buy? And I said, yep.
What did you buy that? What did you buy that for?
Oh, I must spend like 150 quid on it.
How much did it sell for?
I think it sold for like 125.
Oh, that's not bad.
So like I didn't do too bad because the things I bought were so out there that either people really wanted it or they hated it. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like a really weird...
the profit you made, was that going to charity?
I think so.
But you just didn't give a
fuck.
fuck.
I didn't give a fuck, no.
What are they getting comedians on? Fucking antiques. Like, what are they doing? I think you should buy this. I think you should know more about comedians, dickhead.
Yeah. And it's just like, it was just a real weird booking choice. And even like the people who were doing the show, like the producers, they were just like, you could tell they were kind of just like, why is he here? Like you could tell they were just like, okay.
I do feel like you are as far away as possible as who the target of the Antiques Roadshow
100%.
is. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were like, we've got all the old Brexit voting white women.
Yeah, so they want to.
Now we need some young black men to watch it.
Yeah, it's where diversity really bites you in the ass.
Yeah, I'm bringing them over. No, I think what happened is that they were like, someone said in a meeting, we need to make it young. We need to. Who's the young guy? Jamali, he wears baseball caps. That's him. And then I don't know what it was. I think it was just someone in the meeting went, we just need a thing, and it went too far. And then they probably asked me to be like, we don't really want to do this, but let's just ask him. He will say no. And they didn't go I didn't go, all right, Bobby Mayer.
Imagine if it fucked up all your tour shows for like a good year. Every time you were like, what's happening? Like Manchester, like, oh, hello. We saw you on Antiques Roadshow.
Well, that happened a little bit to Paul Sinner, didn't it? because Paul Sinner's quite sort of.
Oh, bro, I've seen. But
He's quite rough on stage, and he's
There's a lot of gay jokes.
a lot of gay jokes,
A lot of dick jokes.
a lot of Asian jokes about his parents and stuff. And then there's these old women who I seen him on the quiz show on ITV1 at 5 o'clock, and I love him. And then he's like, "Yeah, I love fucking men," and just see these old women.
I saw him I was with him in Middlesbrough doing Peter Vincent's gig. You know that massive.
Yeah.
And when I say like they didn't even buy tickets, you know, like those people that are like celebrity hunters and they wait by the back door.
Yeah.
There was about 6 old women with photos of Paul Sinner that he didn't even know he took, waiting there. And they were like, one woman went, "Oh my god," like going blushing red because she saw Paul Sinner like really like.
But they don't laugh. They don't laugh. So I've done a gig with Paul. It was when he just got on the Chase. Within a year or two of him he's been on it for 5-10 years. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Front row, because they're there first, because they're diehards, but they're not diehard of his comedy. They're diehard. He's one of the Chase guys, and they don't get any of it. They don't even get Paul's bit. They fucking didn't get my bits. They're just like sat there going, "You're not Paul, you're not Paul, you're not Paul." And then he gets on and does a few
Bradley Walsh
blowjob
looks
jokes.
really different in real life.
If I get any bigger, I'm the beast, mate.
Very convincing wig he wears on ITV1.
They're just the worst people in an audience.
Because I think, you can get to a point, I'm not saying Paul, but, you can get to a point where people don't even realize you do stand up anymore. Like, they just think that you're going to do a live thing of what you're known for. Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, they probably don't think he's probably even doing stand up. They think he's going to do a live chase.
Did you get anything like that when you were doing... Did you get that sort of vibe? Because one of your catalysts was your Vice documentary, wasn't it?
Yeah. I did stand up in the doc, but I kind of got away with it. But they thought I was way more woke than I was.
Yeah.
I got that a bit.
Yeah.
People thought I was going to just talk about isn't racism bad for an hour.
Yeah.
And it's that's not my act.
No.
Sorry.
If anything,
but that sounded like you were just going, but racism's all right, isn't it?
I mean, it has its good points. No, I made a career of it for 2 years. But
got Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
You know?
But yeah, no, I had a lot of people thinking I was going to be mad woke. I think because people also came from clips and not seen the show.
Yeah.
Because in the show, the stand-up, I wanted to make the stand-up out there to show that comedy can still be out there and not be, put in a catalyst of racist and just because you're saying bad things, it doesn't make you a bad person.
Oh my
you know what I'm saying?
That's literally our whole MO on this. That's an important point that Jamali's made.
Not to make it like too altruistic, but I think we've sort of taken away saying bad things from good people and given it just to bad people. Yeah, and I think we sort of there is shock and being being extreme with your words has some artistic value.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? And I think we sort of gave that away and we sort of make out that, if you say something, bad and it's not funny and when it's not, that's not
yeah,
true,
well, we talk about this quite a lot. Like, because I've been called a right-wing comedian before because on stage I'll say something that I don't really believe in just because it's funny. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm borderline
that's a valid comedy position to have. Is to say something that I don't believe in.
Yeah.
But it's funny to say.
Yeah.
That's valid.
It's getting to the point where you can't. We talk and joke about race, and I've had a couple of people message me going, "I don't think they're your jokes to make. I don't think you should be talking about it because you're two white guys." You're like, I don't think.
Well, I mean, you are cutting into my work.
Yeah. I want that fucking roadshow money, mate.
Yeah, you want that roadshow money.
So with the baseball card. What? Snares in it, bruv.
Have a word on the Antiques Roadshow tour, though.
Oh,
That'd be
my
fucking
God.
insane.
Yeah, that'd be the end of one of the shows. but the snapback is now from older comics or anyone with a brain going, we can make these jokes. You can be controversial. You can take the piss. We know you're on the knife edge of what's politically correct and what's just plain wrong, but that's a comedian's job. And now it looks almost like alt-right, even to defend your position of, I'm a comedian. I'm allowed to take the piss out of certain things. I
used to get upset about it. And I used to be like, well, I'm a comedian. I want to say what I want to say. But something happened. It doesn't matter what happened, but something happened where someone complained about something I said on a big forum. And I got sort of pissed off about it. But then I realized that that's their job. Like, some people's job is to be upset and to be offended. Like, that's their job. My job is to tell pussy jokes and be ignorant. That's my job. That's my job. My job is to be ignorant in the hope that it's truthful.
Jamali, welcome.
But you know what I'm
welcome
saying?
home.
That's my job. Let's talk about disabilities, but not like. But do you know what I'm saying though? Like, but that's like. Their job is to be like, well, I don't. That's their job. Let them do their job. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to stop doing my job.
Exactly. Isn't that the beauty of the internet, though? The beauty of the internet is they have to come and find you to bitch and moan. Yeah. Like on the BBC, on any terrestrial TV, you're like, well, I just turned my television on and you're in my living room. And they almost have this right. Up until now, they had this right to go, I want to shut this down. This isn't allowed.
Government funded TV.
Now, you have to come and find us to that's like bitch and moan. Just fuck off. Go to one of the other million places on the internet where someone says the boring shit that you like.
We've had this conversation. Like, if someone complains about something in the middle of this podcast, it'd be slightly different if we put a clip out, because we put quite a lot of clips out of this, and like there was something in it where someone was like, I didn't like that, then I'd go, sorry about that. Yeah, soz.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. But if anyone watched a full episode of this and picked something from the middle and was like, I didn't like this, I can't tell you the speed and anger with which I would tell them to go fuck themselves. Yeah.
It's like the difference between playing a circuit gig on a weekend where you get a party of people going, I didn't like that, and you're like, meh, you haven't booked to see me. But when it's like do you find that when you're doing a one-man show, like you guys do more than me, but is there a different tone in the audience?
Yeah.
Like they're like, we know you, we trust you.
They know what they come for at that point. Especially now, I think I'd done my third one, and so the people that came back kind of knew what they were coming for. But I think that's the good thing about touring is you can just do what you want because people have paid to see you specifically. So even if they don't go there at first, they will eventually. And you have an hour where clubs is just kind of he's got to go and bang it out. Yeah, and
the further line of that is why I brought Bobby Mayer up in the first place. Is
sorry, we've done a rattle around the fucking houses.
It happens, and it was fucking great. When you get a bit of TV, you get more corporate inquiries. So Bobby was getting corporate gigs, but Bobby's not a corporate comic, but he's also living in Brixton, and you need to be earning a lot of money. So he was taking them, and he said it would never go well, and he would go on stage, and he'd be like 12 minutes into a 40, and like people would be hating it or booing, and he would literally do the little lost girl voice and be like, guys, I'm really sorry, but I've got to do me 40 or I won't get paid. And he said every single time he did it, the woman organising it would always just come to the side and be like, come on, love, we'll just pay you. And it worked every fucking time.
What voice?
Funny.
Like the little lost girl voice. I'm really sorry, I've lost my mum.
I think imagine Bobby Mayer with a big doe eyes.
At this point, pause this pod, go on YouTube some of Bobby Mayer stand-ups, just so you get how fucking ridiculous it is.
To put him in a room with fucking accountants at Christmas.
It's our Christmas due. Come and play it, Bobby.
Bobby Mayer has an ability to remain him at all times. You know what I'm saying though? Like he don't change. Do you know what I'm saying? So his act is his act. And he's not gonna go up there and go, oh fuck, this bit ain't working. Nah, you're getting this act that he fucking does. I saw him do this one bit where it was about why do we tell blind people they're blind? And it was like a 10-minute bit. And and it's a funny bit, but people were just like, and it was just like, he goes, my eyes? You mean my finger wetness? And it was just, people were fucking furious. And I couldn't stop. And he just didn't stop. And he's like, this is the bit, we're doing it. And
if you ever want to know what the Edinburgh Festival is like, it's for people finding those guys, isn't it? You know, not those ones are like, oh, you can play any room. You want to go and watch those. Like comics want to go and watch guys like Bobby Mayer.
Comic Bobby, 100%. I got nothing for, but I understand that. I've only done 2 corporates and they're both fucking. I wasn't meant to be there. I did one for. This is early in my career and it's sellout shit. But I did one for the those money lenders. I did one for the moneylenders.
Payday
loans. Yeah, the awards.
Who's the biggest cunt? This is the big one.
Yeah, because I did my stand-up bit and they hated me. There was like 2 tables that liked me of young people and the rest of them hated me. And there was this one guy who was just absolutely sweating and with his shirt undone. And every time he spoke, he came and got his award. I was like, well, this speech was sponsored by cocaine. And he just started grabbing the mic. No, we ain't thanking no one. And it was just, and I said to the promoter, I said, listen, when this hits 10 o'clock, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And he goes, it might run over 5 minutes. Like, well, you better wrap up the show because I'm doing 10 and I'm going. Like, it was fucking bad, man.
I did
Oh,
5.
that sounds brutal. It sounds awful.
Do you remember a few years ago when Steve Harris, who's a Northwest comic, a stalwart of our Northwest circuit? Do you know Steve? You work with Steve. So he set up a little business getting private gigs. Did you do any of them?
I know exactly what you mean. And it became famous with comics because it was cash pickup.
Yeah.
Corporate, cash pickup. There's 2 things you should never hear in the same sentence. Corporate, cash on the night.
How's he got $3,000? No, it's not $3,000. It's 220 quid. So he'd set this business up, and it's not there anymore. And he it didn't survive. He'd made this website, right? But he'd built a website in a way where
Was it on like Wix?
No, it was what's called like a spider web website. So what you do is you give it like 1 million pages.
Yeah.
So if people searched comedy, I want comedy, because it had so many pages, it would link to that site. But it's illegal to do it that way. It's tricking the Google algorithm. So I think he got kicked off Google, right?
And then you're done.
And that killed the business. But
How'd you get kicked off Google?
Because Google go, well, they don't kick you off, but they go, we're going to put you on the 25th
website
page.
you probably get on Google, but they'll kick him off. Fuck me.
Yeah, but they don't build a spiderweb website.
Yeah, that's true. They stick to the rules
do.
somehow.
They do it the traditional way. They've got a Squarespace.
I'll touch kids, but I won't fuck with algorithms.